In youth, I beat my ego near to death. I studied works of saints and thinkers who denied as nothing but a link to self. The mind an ugly conduit of vain, the body an exquisite curdled scar, all conceits and manias to fear. Such wantonly pontificating fear of unwell life to lame and lonesome death, the only hope, the scratching of a scar on retinas of children's children who will dance away your teaching all in vain, but carry airy notions of a self. Throats will bleed like tricep where some self-see ears collapse and stomachs tear in fear, the wraith-like sleeping knowledge of the vain attempt to stab that mighty lore to death. How hungry is the haggard hermit who has learned annihilation leaves a scar. I want to add this to my list of scars, my swollen love now strapped to swell myself, the widened throw of scattered stories who will fucking cackle out the hanging fear. In photos, beauty flips the bird to death. I'd be a glutton if I weren't too vain. If all this hallowed howling is in vain, I'll trace our names in gray decaying scars. How do you like me now, oh Mr. Death? What carriage carts the relic of the self through unmarked graves and smokestack oaths and fear, the slick grope of the zero for the who? Could span or depth bring limping vagrant who holds echoes in the blue rush of his veins? A hand held without love is held in fear. A swirl of fingerprints become its scars. Don't follow me. I'll do this by myself. Each vagrant step a sachet skirting death. I know a man who scraped off all his scars. So vain he has no words to call himself. He tells me that he has no fear of death.